EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, they got some running backs. Got AP, Thompson, Geis. Okay. Yeah. They might not have no wide out. So. Oh, they got Paul Richardson. Yeah, they got. I know that ain't right. Got this nigga 99 speed, bro. They can't be right.
Smith on first down. Able to find his running back, Geis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give him a gain of 38.
Yeah, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First carry for Darius Geis. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the red zone now, Smith.
Oh,
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Smith going to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Keeps himself upright. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Mike Daniels able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Throwing on third down, Smith. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Hurt a little bit.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 20. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
After the interception, here's Smith. Airing one out for Cleveland. He fires one that's intercepted. It's Nick Perry with a pick. And a return stops at the 39-yard line.
Touchdown, you get it over the head.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will give the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
Right.
On first down, Smith. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Liz. 3 down. Tiger. Regular.
On first down, it's Smith. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Nice with a carry on 2nd down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Back up.
Out of the gun, Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Smith finding his big tight end read for a Redskins first.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith.
Oh, no.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Hey.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Preston Smith. He's the one who finally gets him down for what will wind up being a loss of 16 yards. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Zoom.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's incomplete.
Oh, they wouldn't let me change and pick it off.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now it's Rodgers fighting through pressure. And pressure gets to him again. Jonathan Allen in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Yellow. We got 3. Tiger.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down.
Get the ball!
Is incomplete.
Oh,
the
my
turnover put him in great
job,
field
man.
position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do?
Yeah.
You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Good job. I ain't they cheating, man.
Hey, back up.
Oh, touchdown.
Slot.
Smith now On third down.
Oh,
He finds his target. It's Crowder.
and
he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, this is Geis. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith.
Oh.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Smith. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kenny Clark in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. This a 33-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying,
under pressure, they got him again. Matt Ioannidis in there to get him for a loss of 5. Two minutes to play here in the first half.
I need both of them.
Back to FedEx Field following this short break.
I'll look in the car.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Rodgers going to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to 1st.
The sack on 1st down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Being chased out left. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football into the Redskins' head that they do.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Settle down, huh?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Yellow. Hey, Zach!
On 1st and 10, Smith. And he drops this off to Townsend, complete.
Go.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let's go, 15.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Pressure, and down he goes. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Right.
Now Smith operating from the gun. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The final shot here before break. Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Trevor Davis now to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. caught left side by Kyle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Rodgers now on first down. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. Touchdown, Packers. Lance Kendricks, 56 yards. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything, but you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
Crosby on now to kick it away. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Yellow. 12.
Yeah.
On second down, here's Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. First down, here's the run with Peterson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Peterson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to have a third down.
That's it, baby.
Somebody comes straight in there and hit him every single time.
12.
I ain't even called that play this game.
Off of play action. Here's Smith.
Oh, Smith.
Fires one, but incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
15.
They snap it to Smith. It's brought in by Dodson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Smith on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a second down.
Go.
Throwing again is Smith. He's going to rifle one deep left.
What hand on it? Let's go.
Touchdown, Washington.
Woo.
Paul Richardson, 34 yards. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Not much more impressive than that. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Jonathan Allen in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They do go for it. It's Rodgers.
Let's go.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Preston Smith in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Flushed out right. Caught on the slant. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a Redskin 1st down. Richardson on the reception from Smith. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Smith keeps it on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Another shot from the one on second and goal. He's going to get it running. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis punching it in from a yard away. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On first down, Rodgers.
Oh, no, y'all. Come on,
and all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
Come on, y'all.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
That's fine, yeah.
Rodgers on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Hey.
Rodgers will try again on second down. And out of the run. Look out, Rodgers lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drop.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
All right. Who's number 26, first of all? Oh, that's AP. They going AP like that, bro?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
Hey, back up.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Oh, right
there. This play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Yellow.
Mm.
Liz.
Third and long, it's Smith. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Oh, that was big.
First down as Smith hits Crowder. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toes.
Oh, no, bro. You're running the wrong way, bro.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Again, a run with Thompson. Lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
Hey, back up. Motion.
3rd down, here's Geis.
Come on, man.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
All right. Oh, yeah. Let me see it. They gonna get it.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
12. Tiger. Liz.
Smith. It's hauled in by Dodson. And he's got this down to the 35. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Regular. Hey, back up. Slot.
Throwing now, Smith.
Oh, hit wrong, but
On the catch, it's
I tried to hit
Crowder.
it.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another
wrong,
1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now Smith. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. To throw is Smith, escaping the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Chris Thompson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead.
Hey.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away.
That's fine. Super short.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf.
Yeah,
they got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal. Win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, oh, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.